So the entire Schuylkill River Trail is going to follow the entire Schuylkill River, which is about 130 miles long. The last 7 years, this was a gap in the trail. We've got trail to the north that goes miles and miles and miles upriver, and we have trail to the south that's been there for 5 or 6 years. But this was a half-mile gap, and it was important that we connected that because it makes both that north section and south section work together, and it really connects people. A lot of people, especially to the south and southwest Philadelphia, do not own cars, do not even have car fare. So this is a connection, a very direct connection that they can get to Center City either by foot or by bicycle. And Center City is important because that's where the schools are, that's where the restaurants are, but most importantly, that's where the jobs are.
Just having a motivated client that they really knew what they wanted, and just working with that client to identify the bridge type that really met their requirements, and going through the type study process. From an engineering perspective, the towers and the complex modeling and the secondary effects and deflection control, that was a real engineering challenge. And then we had this mid-span hinge at the middle. That was a real challenge because it's in a very congested area.
So this site has a lot of obstructions on it. We have a couple of overhead bridges. There's some underground obstructions as well. So there's a lot of things that we needed to avoid. We needed to sort of thread the needle, and in doing so, we thought, if we put some curves in there, that adds a little bit of elegance, and I think really ended up being able to add some of the special features that you see on this bridge, like the cable pattern.
Yeah, so the cables are made up of wire rope, and then they have a cast pin and clevis anchor. It's a good way to do cables without having the very complex actual stay cable system. It's a little bit less expensive, which is good. I guess that distinctive wave pattern, that was the result of a brainstorming session. Normally you have to have kind of an offset pattern for the cables not to hit each other. So then once we established that curve and the weave pattern, then we spent a lot of time working out the geometry to make sure that they didn't hit. I like that it gives a different perspective as you walk along the structure, which is really fun to look at.
I can't tell you how many times while we were here that people come up to us and say that this trail has changed their life. It's given them access to the river and the riverfront. It's given them a place to recreate. It's given them a more direct connection to their workplace. It's given them a place to do their exercising and healthy living. And that's what the trail is supposed to do. That's what we've been saying the trail will do, but it's really nice to hear from the locals that it's working.